Do you know what the secret to discouragement and depression is? It's waking up in the morning saying, Father, what are you doing today? Can I just do it with you? You are not responsible for results. You're only responsible for obedience. In John chapter 5, Jesus is actually going to say, truly, truly, I say, the Son can do nothing of himself. He can only do what he sees his Father doing. Jesus himself woke up and said, Father, what is it that you're doing today? I'm going to participate in obedience to these commands. Do you know Jesus actually speaks about it in Luke chapter 8 as a farmer? He says the farmer goes out and he spreads the seed. Some falls on pathway soil and gets trampled underfoot. And some ends up in rocky soil and it gets squeezed out. Some have thorns and it never has the ability to take root. And Jesus is later going to say, he who has ears, let him hear. It was only a certain select soil that could actually take the seed. Some of you have been saying to God, God, I think I'm doing what you want. I think I'm being obedient. I think I'm going where you command, but I'm not seeing the results the way I think I ought to see the results. Friend, are you responsible for results or are you responsible for obedience? Do you know what Galatians 6:9 says? It says that you will receive a harvest if you do not give up. You're supposed to do what your commanding officer tells you to do. That's what the reward is based on. It's your race, run God's way. It's God's will, performed God's way. He's the one responsible for results. Don't worry about whether or not it's happening the way you think it ought to happen. You just worry about the fact of whether or not you're pleasing your Father who is in heaven. Why don't you obey the Son and do what the Son did in John chapter 5? Truly, truly, I tell you, the Son can do nothing of himself. He only does what he sees his Father doing. You can eradicate discouragement and you can erase depression when you say to God, I don't have to worry about the results. I just have to worry if my gaze is fixed on you. Dad, what are we doing? Can I do it today with you? And you will see God go to work, God's will, God's way.